one of our five senses. It allows us to perceive the environment that we are in, whether that be recognizing an old friend, to realizing a dangerous situation, or seeing the meal in front of us. There are, however, a couple of really important diseases that impair our vision, and one of the most common is dry eye disease. Recently, the University of Wollongong had a breakthrough in the field of dry eye disease, where a team discovered the molecular makeup of the eye's tear film. This breakthrough is leading to more effective treatments of dry eye disease. The surface of the eye is covered by an oily film that slows the evaporation of the underlying water layer, preventing the eye from drying out. The composition of this oil layer is a complex mixture of waxes and oils known as lipids. The goal of this research was to determine the precise composition of these lipids in order to understand how the tear film works to prevent evaporation, while still providing a smooth surface and clear vision. I will explain this breakthrough in a moment, but for now, we must understand the anatomy of the human eye. The human eye is a complex organ of sight. It begins with a light wave that will pass through the cornea. The cornea is the outermost lens acting as a passage and a protection layer. This focuses the light into a single point on the retina, which allows the eye's unique adaptability. It changes its curvature to adapt to near and far objects. A person's pupil is small in bright light and bigger in small light. The iris controls the amount of light entering the eye. The light beams through the transparent humor and is detected by the retina, which then converts the light into neural signals. These neural signals are then transported to the brain and are processed as visual recognition. Other parts of the eye include the sclera, which keeps its structure, and tear glands, which secrete the protective film. Usually, tears bathe the eye's surface to keep it moist and wash away any dust, debris, or microorganisms that might cause eye infections. Dry eye syndrome, also called dry eye disease, is one of the most common eye conditions worldwide and is a primary reason for visits to the eye doctor. In a review published by the Journal of Global Health, researchers reported that studies have shown the prevalence of dry eye disease ranges from 5% to 50% in certain populations across the world. This large variation may be due to differences in diagnostic criteria or also differences in the specific qualities of each population. But the symptoms of dry eye disease include itchy, red eyes, and blurred vision. Here we've got the red eyes and the blurred vision that is very common to dry eye disease. It can also range from subtle but constant eye irritation to the significant inflammation and even scarring of the outermost layer of the eye. There are many causes for dry eye syndrome, and more or less it is because there is a lack of adequate and consistent layer of tears on the surface of the eye, which is essential to keep the eye healthy, comfortable, and seeing well. Computer use or use of excessive amounts indoors are common causes for dry eye disease. When working on a computer, smartphone, or portable digital device, we tend to blink our eyes less fully and also less frequently, which leads to greater tear evaporation and increased risk of dry eye disease. Air conditioning, ceiling fans, and house heating are also causes of tear evaporation and hence causes of dry eye disease. Other causes include contact lens wear, aging, menopause, frequent flying, and smoking. At the moment, some treatments do exist, such as prescribing medication to reduce the amount of tear evaporation in the eye. Artificial tears have also been made, and there's also a procedure that reduces the size of the oil glands and hence unblocking them. The University of Wollongong's breakthrough discovered a class of lipids called OAHFAs. The lipids were in a mixture and found to be essential for the smooth spreading of the tear film. The researchers used advanced mass spectrometry to determine the structure of the ultra-long lipid layer. And this is key to keeping the tear film optically clear. The finding may be used in the future as a formula for eye drops. The researchers were looking at the tear film that covers and protects the surface of the eye instead of looking at the teardrops themselves. The study was aiming to explain the exact molecular structure of the most abundant lipids present in the tear film. The researchers were then able to synthesize and make their own lipid molecules. This confirmed the mass spectrometry findings and has opened new areas for further research. The further research is planned to be conducted to uncover exactly how the compounds can stabilize the tear film. Unlocking this biological secret will provide a pathway to more effective treatments of eye disease and relieve any current sufferers of dry eye disease. In summary, the eye drops that are being tested could change the landscape of future dry eye disease treatments, and I wish them all the best with their future research. Thank you so much for listening.